A demand letter is obviously just that, a demand for payment and a demand for resolution without having to resort to filing a lawsuit. Texas has the rule that everybody pays their own attorney's fees, but there are a couple of areas of law that require that you write a demand letter before you file a lawsuit. If you have a breach of contract case, for example, the law requires that you first make a demand, give the other party an opportunity to settle, and if you do that, then that preserves your right to recover attorney's fees in the event that you end up filing a lawsuit. So that law is basically designed to keep attorney's fees to a minimum and get the matter resolved without having to spend a whole lot of money on attorney's fees on either side. Another area of the law that requires that a demand letter be sent is the Deceptive Trade Practices Act. That law requires that before you file a lawsuit, you make a demand to resolve the lawsuit, let the other party know how they violated the act, and see if you can get the matter resolved. By sending a demand letter, you also preserve your right to recover the additional damages under the act, as well as your attorney's fees. So the law requires that you send a demand letter. Those are the requirements, but you can send a demand letter in any type of case. It's the best and fastest way to get the matter resolved and perhaps open a dialogue with the other side that the client has not been able to do. A good handle on what the facts are. We often require our clients to provide a timeline of the dispute from, for example, if they bought a car and things went south, or if they hired a contractor and things went south. Talk to us about what were all the representations made to you prior to you hiring them, and then just walk us through how you had to call our office. And if you provide us a good timeline, it provides us a good handle on what the facts are, and it helps us understand your dispute a lot better so that we can resolve it as fast as possible for you. When a client hires us to write a demand letter, obviously they want somebody who's going to speak on their behalf and advocate for them, which of course any good lawyer would need to advocate, and we certainly advocate for our clients. I think another thing that they want to see is that you concisely explain what the law is, and that you do in fact have a good handle on the facts, and that you made a reasonable demand. Most often times clients don't know what demand to make, so obviously we have to educate them on what is recoverable and what is not recoverable. And many of our clients seek our advice on that, and they follow our advice on that. So I think an effective demand letter is one that advocates well for the client without overstating the matter, one that provides sufficient legal analysis and makes a reasonable demand. And also, in a very nice way, lets them know that if the matter doesn't get resolved, that they stand to face the consequences for that, which is a lawsuit ultimately.